I think at this point, if Alejandra gets any lower, she's going to be literally sat on the floor. Welcome in, everyone. I am Ziggy Chris, your Xennial Rocker GamerDad, and I'm here once again checking out more music I am oblivious to, because you know I sit in my midlife crisis listening to the music I grew up with. So once again, we're checking out more music that passed me by in recent years. Today, I am excited because we are returning to a band that I first discovered just a few weeks ago, The Warning. I heard their new single, Kerosene, and I was just absolutely blown away. It was absolutely amazing. Since then, we heard their crossover with Bandmade, which was a different kind of sound because the two of them came together to do a collaborative effort that was a little bit different for both of them, but it was really good fun. But now, finally, we are back to hear something else of The Warning on their own. And so my only experience of them so far is Kerosene, and that was the official music video, which was an absolute banger. It was so good. I love that video so much. But I wanted to see something of them doing a live performance. So off the back of a bunch of recommendations, and I'm aware there's so many possibilities of things to check out, but at some point I just have to drop the pin on something. And so today we're checking out Evolve. This is live at the 2023 MTV Video Music Awards. And so, yeah, that's it. That's all the info. We've done the info dump at the start of the video. So now we're going to dive in. And I'm really hoping that this gives me some similar joys to what I got off my first experience of them. But we shall see. Let's find out. Here we go. Like the outfit. Loving the black metallic. Nice. Wow. So hasn't hit me the same way that Kerosene did. I'm aware that I've heard that that's quite different. And plus that's more recent. Bands evolve. But it's an interesting opening. I will love a lot of the faces she's giving me. The wide eyes, the grimaces, she's really going for it and giving her all. I love her vocal passion, and like she's just giving it real oomph, which I think is great. Bit of vigor. Love it. Look at these visuals. It's fantastic. On an aesthetic point of view, I love the black and the silvers and all of the like this monochrome kind of thing going on with the outfits, looking very, very cool, very rock and roll. Lovely, as we'd expect by now from the two samples I've heard so far of The Warning. Very prominent bass, which we love, and it's a steady thumping song at the moment. It's not blowing me away, but it's steady, it's thumping. I'm going to go back slightly and then we're going to continue. In fact, let's just go back. Let's just go back. Look how low she gets on that one. Look at that low stance. Can we just admire? Is it I think it's Alejandra. I'm loving, this isn't even the lowest point she got, but I love the low stances she's giving on that bass line, that boom, and she's squatting almost down to the ground. That is so just, I don't know, I love it. I just love how into it she is with these stances all the time. It's so good. It's a little thing, but it makes me happy, guys. It makes me happy. The low bass stance, boom, give it. There again, she's like almost down on the ground. strong. Love it, love it. We love a singing drummer. That face. There we go. I did not hear that coming. There we go. Okay. We need to just sit back for a second, guys, and we need to just rethink everything we've just seen. I was literally just saying I love a singing drummer. What I was going to say as well is that I don't always like a lead singing drummer because I find that that can detract from everything, and they're kind of stuck, aren't they, in one spot? They can't get out, they can't roam, really, they can't do anything. I like a backing singer drummer, but this was a nice moment. She's not front, but she has this moment where everything stops and she speaks to the crowd and gets full on. Can I say as well, it's harder as well to hit, not the scream is great, but there's a bit earlier where she does a high note, and it's harder to get those when you're sat down as opposed to standing, because you're trapping your stomach, your diaphragm and everything. So that was impressive. I loved that middle section because the showmanship is what I'm loving about all of this. And again, and I think everyone who appreciates good stage presence and performance skills and everything, it's one thing to make a good song. It is another thing to perform it. Because I'm sure, like me, you've been to see some gigs where the band, you were so excited to see them because they've got great music, and then you get there and it's like, really? They just stand there and they just play it and they don't do anything. They just make the sound, and you're like, I might as well just stay at home and listen to the record. It's boring. Looking at you, Puddle of Mud. My gosh, they were... No. Saw them live. Not that they're a great example of a great band, but anyway, there is a band that I saw and I was like, what on earth? This was awful. Absolute trash live. Absolute trash live. Just my personal opinion. And everyone can have a bad show. So maybe it was one bad show. But anyway. This, though, so far, I love and we saw samples of it in... A music video is one thing, but they're carrying some of it over into this. I'm loving the fact that, again, they've each got little things that they sell. Alejandra, I'm coming back to it again. I love all her poses. I love the deep, like, crouching movement she's got when she's creeping all around the stage and, like, doing these squat maneuvers. I'm loving the drummer, Paulina, where she comes out with this brilliant moment where she's suddenly the one communicating with the crowd and doing all this stuff. That whole middle sequence where we had the bass guitar face off a little bit and a little bit of fun coming together in the middle of the stage, and then Paulina taking the lead with the vocals for a moment. Well, more of like a bit of showmanship as opposed to full on. And then, then she has that massive scream, which was amazing. So we're going to go back to somewhere there in the middle and just see where that all starts to kick off, because that was really good fun. That was really good fun. There. Those high notes that Paulina is getting are really impressive, considering everything that she's doing as well. It's good. Oh, nice. Love a bit of showmanship. It's a nice riff. I think at this point, if Alejandra gets any lower, she is going to be literally sat. She's going to be literally sat on the floor, because every time I look around, she is on the floor, practically on the floor. Look in the background here, she's there, and then when it cuts from the wide shot, she's even lower near the drum. There. Also, Daniela. What's really nice is that, and we heard in the crossover with Bandmade that she has the capability to, she was stretching in it at points, but she has the ability to do some high notes and various bits, and she's got a nice voice, but she also has this lovely thing that I love where, as a singer, I love it when I get to do it, and I love it when I hear it in people, where you get to change your voice from, shall I say, elegant to gruff. When you get that moment of, I'm singing my notes and I'm nice and clean, and then I'm just gonna rasp it a little bit and just give it all of that gruffness in there. And I love it when she does it on those sections towards the end. It starts to sound like Chewbacca, but I love it. Nice little flurry in the background by Paulina in that section as well. That was nice. That was nice. I can see why this came up in a lot of the comments before. I mean, there's like so many live performances that come up in the comments, guys. So thank you for sharing all of that. And I love hearing your input on recommendations for more Warning songs, and also recommendations of other groups that I'm unaware of that I should check out, because it's really beneficial to me. And so this was really good fun. It's a different song, I think. And there may be some recency bias. On a personal note, I think I prefer Kerosene as a single. Again, I have so little of their catalog to go on at this point, so don't judge. But as a single, I preferred Kerosene. This is a really good, fun song again. And I think with both of them, though, they both have that kind of classic rip roaring rock feel to them, though. They are kind of feel good, fast, frenetic, full of energy. It's kinetic. It doesn't stop moving, and it's raw. It's a little bit edgy with the way that she sings, the way they deliver. And for a live performance, it was pretty clean. But even where it wasn't, I don't mind. I don't mind if a performance is not 100% clean, if the people doing it are giving me everything. You know, when you... It's like why on the acoustic version of Tom York doing Creep, right? Everyone loves the bit where his voice cracks because it's real and he's giving it all of the emotion. And we don't care, we actually love it more. And yes, sometimes we love when something is produced and not produced, but practiced to 100%, like a million times, and it's neat and it's tidy and it's clean. But there's also something to be said for those moments of natural break, of error, of something not quite being right there, something cracking, whether it's a voice or being half a second off on a stop. Whatever it is, you want it to be perfect, but sometimes those imperfections are what makes it better, because you're like, this is real, this is in the moment, and these people are actually giving me real performance. And that's what I loved about this, which even better for an MTV Music Awards, because how many times in the past, I'm sure, must have been people not doing stuff properly live. That was really impressive. So overall, really, really happy, guys. And I think anyone who's regular on the channel by now, if you've come back more than once or twice for a video, you'll know that even though I'm primarily a singer, I seem to have, I've always in my back catalogue had a soft spot for bass players. I don't know why it is. And we've fallen in love with Misa in Bandmade. We've falling in love now with Alejandra here in The Warning. I particularly am a massive fan of all these power stances and crouches and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, guys. Overall, though, fantastic. And I know a lot of you are here just for the music, but I also love the vibe. I love the outfits, the look. The whole style is fantastically done. But what makes it even better, all of that works because they are good at what they do. They can play well. It's not just a gimmick. They may be three sisters doing their thing, but it's good stuff. And that's what is most impressive about all of this. And I've learned about some of the journey through you all, about how they started so young and doing covers and all this kind of stuff, which makes all of this even more lovely and impressive to see. So this was fabulous. I definitely, definitely want to hear more Warning. I'm gonna have to check out. I'm interested for whatever new album is coming, because I'm sure Kerosene is, I believe, going to be the beginning of whatever's coming later this year, perhaps. But this was fab. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy, guys. They all shone in different ways. And is it just me, or is Alejandra's voice quite deep, or is she purposely doing quite deep? Like it was like an octave or two lower than everyone else when she comes in for her backing sections. I'm aware she doesn't do as much, but when she does, it sounds. Let's just check. Yeah, she sounds a lot deeper than the other two, and I was picking it up all the way through, and I haven't heard. I'm now curious to see if that's her thing. Is she both bass in instrument and also in vocal? Because if so, that's quite nice. All right, guys. On that bombshell, though, I'm going to stop waxing lyrical. I'm going to stop thinking about all of this. What a pose. I'm going to go and practice my squats to see if I can be as proficient at squat positioning for bass playing as Alejandra. And in the meantime, don't forget, guys, thank you, first of all, for being here once again for another chit chat and a hangout and listening to more music. And on top of all of that, I really hope that you take the time to not only check out more of these videos, but also you can hang out with me in the week on my gaming channel. And on top of all of that, you can, of course, find me on Patreon, and you can get access to all this stuff early and come hang out there for more stuff in the future. And on top of all of it, don't forget, it is a scary world out there. So please stay safe, and I will see you soon.
Bye-bye.